Hello, everyone. Welcome to The Little White Lie with Caren Glasser. The Little White Lie is all about the lies we tell ourselves about getting old and how to love the age you're in. Join Caren and her guests as they share their stories, expertise, tools, and tips on how we can embrace our authentic self and say yes to embracing our little white lie. Hello, everyone. Caren Glasser here, and welcome. I am so happy you're here at The Little White Lie. If you're here on replay, I'm even more happy. Make sure you comment below because the conversation continues continuously after the show. So make sure you let us know that we're here and say hello. And we've got some comments already coming in. That's so exciting. And if you're so inclined, we would love for you to share this broadcast out. Just look at the bottom. There's a little share link. Click the button and share it out. Let's have a huge, humongous show. And as I do at the beginning of all my shows, I do my reveal. So here we go. As you see, my hair is just growing out. Yes, I know it's white and it's coming in. And guess what, guys? I love it. And don't forget, you can go visit us at thelittlewhitelie.com. Check us out on the website. All of the blog posts are there. All of the shows are there. So get involved that way. And when you post, make sure you use the hashtag Little White Lie. And that way we will be able to find you no matter where you're posting on any social media. So today, I'm really excited about our guest. The question that we're going to be asking is, how do you figure out what the best version of you looks like? And who better than to have Susan Jacobs joining us? She is an image and wardrobe consultant who helps her clients increase their confidence, credibility, and profitability through authentic style. As a leader in the industry, Sue has been featured on television, radio, numerous print outlets, and she was actually the host of her own TV show, Sue Around the City. That's kind of cool, actually, and was thrilled to be a featured member in the industry's on the industry's magazine, AICI Global. She inspires men and women to align who they are on the inside with how they want to present themselves on the outside by making strategic wardrobe choices that leads to a newfound confidence and unstoppable energy. So without further ado, I'm going to bring in our special guest, Susan Jacobs. Hey, Sue, how you doing today?
Hi, Caren. I'm wonderful. Thank you for having me here.
Oh my gosh, I'm so excited you're here. We've been chatting it up right before the show, and we have so much to talk about. But before we jump into the question, I want to ask you, what I ask all of my guests, what is your little white lie?
Do you know what? I thought about that, so I will share. No judgment. Okay, and I love your hair. So I have to say in the last couple of years, probably 3 years, those little white lies can change. So this is a recent one. I was used to always having a suntan. So when the summer came, I would sport around in dresses, bare legs, skirts to the knees. But then I had a little bit of scare with sun, and I do not do that anymore. So I feel like a little white ghost. So, I mean, to be honest, I think you can hide a lot of things when you have a great tan. So I avoided, and I mean, here I am saying, don't worry about it, ladies, just get out there and have fun. So I thought, why am I wearing in sweltering weather, cute little dresses and tunics, and then I would have the cropped little footless tights on. And it was restrictive. And I'll tell you, do you know what? It was darn hot. And I would get into the car, turn on the air conditioner, go, oh my gosh, can't wait to get home and peel these off. And then it was like, you know what? I need to embrace this. Because I know that I'm the one that notices those white legs that aren't as perfect as they were once. So, do you know what? I'm just going to do it. So you know what? This is liberating because now, and I know that I'm the one that notices the most.
Right.
Now I know that some of those people that might be watching are maybe for a minute they're going to say, "Oh, I need to check it out." But really, it doesn't matter. We are our own worst critics. So
so true.
Yeah.
And it is the mindset. I mean, it is definitely the mindset. We look in the mirror and we go, and we pick ourselves apart, right? We
of
pick
course.
ourselves apart. Oh, I don't like the way that looks, or my legs are too white, right?
Yes.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. So That's it. If you have a great pair of shoes or some cool jewelry, no one is looking at those legs. So that was my little white lie, and I'm so happy because it's a lot cooler.
I totally love that. So, I mean, tell us a little bit about how you became this image and wardrobe consultant, a little bit about your story, and then we're going to jump into that question on, how do you figure out what looks best?
So, to be very succinct, I was one of those people who other people came to throughout my career as a teacher in education to say, and my friends in university, what should I wear? What do you think I should wear? And to be quite honest, Caren, I had to wear a school uniform for 13 years, all through grade school. So, the creativity came on the weekends and I would kind of just do it. So I kind of used to like to play with clothing, still do. And it evolved. And the other part of the piece in my role as an image and wardrobe consultant is I came from a place of, as a kid, where confidence wasn't something that came easy to me. I was not the most confident youngster. When I stepped into that confidence, realizing, wow, what a waste of time to be focused on what I wasn't because I'm these other things.
Right.
I feel like I bring that to the table. I can relate. I get what that feels like to be have self-confidence in one area, but not be confident in other areas. So that's kind of where this landed.
So, I mean, would it be fair to say that people come to you to help them figure out what the best version of them looks like? They need help with that. Is that why they come to you?
Yes, that's a great summation because, and that what that looks like to each person is different. There's parts of that story that we sort out along the way because oftentimes they will call for one reason and by the end of that first call, it's like, wow, that isn't even why I called you. So this is what I really need. You can help me. So
is there like a single one little tip that you want to share that somebody might like answer the question that might help them towards that, figuring out how the best or what the best version of them looks like? Would there be a tip that you might want to give us?
I would say, first of all, if you hear that question and you have no idea, it's time to do some self-exploration. Take some time and think about it. Oh my goodness. So this is very timely. The post I shared today on my business page was an email comment from a client. I haven't seen her yet. I haven't met her or worked with her, but she does have the homework that I sent. And she wrote the words that this is what I'm going to say. She said, when I read the question, what is your feel good look for you? She said, I had no idea. And she said, I feel embarrassed about that. But, how did I reach this pinnacle in my business career and not know what feels good for me? I think women need to take some time and just think about that. When do you feel I've got this? What does that look like? And try to duplicate it more often.
That's a great question. So let's ask our viewers right now. I put the question up on the screen. What is your feel good look for you? What would that look like for you? Give us some comments in there. And if you put them in there, we'll put them up on the screen right here. And then we're going to continue writing. So what do you suggest for those who want to start? They're going to look at themselves in the mirror, right? And are they going to just look at the different pieces of them or try on different clothes? Or how does this work exactly? What's the first thing that they should do, do you think?
I ask my clients, a brand new client, do you notice that you get particular compliments when you wear a certain something? Or maybe it's a color, or what is it that you find that you are drawn to when you go shopping? And if they haven't gone like this, then I think those are sort of some cues to help you focus in, zero in on it. Are you a person who loves scarves? Okay, do you have some? But you don't know how to tie them. Okay, we can solve those problems. There are many people who have beautiful jewelry, but they don't know how to accessorize. They don't know how to put it together. So that is something that I really love to help people put it together. I love that package.
So we have somebody online, Sue, that says a tunic and leggings, earthy jewelry, something fun and relaxed. That's her go-to feel good.
Yeah.
And then we're going to put one more up. Joey says, I love wearing chic and easy with a little happy face. I am not an accessory girl. Instead, I like a closing piece to be the accent. So that's interesting.
Yes.
So two different things.
Exactly.
Joey works with you, and I know that. So
yes, and the thing is too that both of these women couldn't be more contrasted in their style personality. So that's really important. And if you don't know what that is, that's something that I do in that initial appointment. Figure out who are you? Are you someone who's dramatic and you love to wear very edgy clothing? Are you someone who's more of an organic in nature? Love all things cotton and linen and tassel-y and boho, and feminine classic chic. Yes, there are many of those.
This is great. We're getting all these comments. Caren says, feminine and classic. I just put that up there. And Darla says, I'm a jeans and classy boho girl. I like bracelets, not necklaces. This is great. Great comments, guys. I really thank you so much for participating in this. Yeah. I want to push this a little bit farther because, this whole movement is about loving the age that you're in and acknowledging the lies that we tell ourselves. And we know that this is how it started with me. Right. And for the longest time, as I looked at myself in the mirror, as this was starting to come out, it was not resonating with me. I was looking and I had this whole mindset going that I was no longer sexy. I was no longer good looking. There was something wrong with this. And once I pushed my way through that, I realized that really what I was looking at was that I needed to change some of the things that I was wearing, some of the makeup. In fact, I literally put makeup on. I put lipstick on before I come on shows now because the coloring has changed my coloring.
Correct.
And so as we get older, would you say, and as our coloring changes, as we get older, maybe what used to look good on us no longer does.
This is so true. And here it is, ladies out there. If you are still doing what you did 5 years ago, I'm even going to say 10 because I know that happens. Life is busy. Okay, time for a reboot.
Right.
And I want to say also too, it's not that difficult. It does take, you have to step back. And you said to me, what would be the best version of you? It does take some time to think about that, but it does start inside. Right? It is definitely, because you can be all dolled up in the most expensive, beautiful outfit, but if you don't feel it,
right?
So it's going to be a miss.
And I know that my whole style has changed. I mean, if you go back 10 years, I was the girl who wore 5-inch heels. I was the girl who wore earrings that literally, I'm going to say this out loud because that's what we called them. We called them nipple dusters. They were long earrings. And that was my style. And that was how I showed up. And I was known for that. I had spiky hair and the whole thing. Now we move forward into 10 years later. I've got gray, silver hair that's coming in. I can't wear high heels like that anymore, nor would I want to. I'm going to break my neck. And even though I still think that high heels really look great for legs, it's just not feasible and physically possible. And sometimes you have to acknowledge that our bodies change, right? And we can't do what we used to do. It doesn't mean it's a bad thing. It just means there's something even better out there to start using, right?
It's so true, and it really taps your creative side. And I will tell you, I love that look, by the way, that you described. I can resonate. My hair would be down to here, very big and curly, and the higher the shoe, the better it was, and I could move in those shoes, right? But let's be honest. We can still be all that and be stylish and modern and current and relevant in our age, the way we are, exactly the way we are. Right. Because there are ways to camouflage all those bits that you're not happy with. And let's just say, let's showcase all the beautiful aspects. And every single woman has many of those. So we want to shift it around and start focusing on that. Do you know what? Yeah. I will tell you, I tried to iron my hair because I didn't like the curls. Oh, that was such a nightmare that it's like, you know what? You just got to let it go. Just let it go.
And I get it because, I was coloring my hair every 3 weeks because I did not want to be this way. And now I can't even imagine going back. I mean, truly, I can't imagine going back. So, this has been a really interesting conversation, and you've given so many great tips to everyone that's out there. And we've had some great, comments from the group. And make sure you keep commenting, because I know Susan and I are going to go back in there and we're going to respond and we're going to keep that conversation going. But for those of us, and I'm sure there's lots of you who want to know, how do you get in touch with Sue? Well, you're going to go to personalstyleconsulting.com. You're going to go check out her website. All of her great stuff is there, and you're going to get to know her better that way. And then you're going to make sure you tweet her, because she's on Twitter at Sue in the City. I love that, and I love the fact that you had to a TV show that was like that as well.
Fun. Thank you.
Very, very cool. We didn't even get to that. We're going to have you back and we'll talk about that as well. Also on Instagram at Sue, RAE. That is a J right there.
Yes.
And then finally, go check out her Facebook page. It's called Personal Style Image and Wardrobe Consultant. And you will actually go right there and go and like the page and interact with Sue, okay? Because that's what she's there. She is, you know what, Joey? You're absolutely right. Sue is the best in the biz. Totally agree. You know, you're awesome. And any last thoughts that you want to share with our audience? Because we're getting ready to end. I can't believe we're already done. So any last thoughts?
So for ladies who are out there who are maybe, you know, this has jogged a little something in you, look around. What do you surround yourself with? Do you have a pond in your yard? Do you love flowers? Do you like clean and shiny and all brand new? That is an indicator of your personal style. If you are someone who's surrounded by all earthy elements, but you are decked out every day for work in the corporate structured suit, there's going to be a dissonance there. You need to embrace those things that are saying, they're begging from the inside to come out and say, wear me. So that's just a little tip.
I love it. Great tip. You know, I want to thank you for being on with us today. And I especially want to thank our viewers. We know that you have a choice as to where to spend your time. We are eternally grateful that you chose to spend it with us today. So we appreciate that. Go out and give somebody an awesome day. And we'll see you next time on the next episode of The Little White Lie. Goodbye, everyone.
Bye.